Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary, and I got a good one for you today. Today, I came across this debate. It was condensed, CNN. I'm kind of shocked that they actually dealt with something real besides all that wild stuff that they put out there. But that's not the point that I'm trying to bring out. I came across this debate on fat acceptance. Now, if you check back at my earlier videos, you would see that I'm totally against fat acceptance for the movement. And I'm starting to see that there is a fracture in the movement to where it's actually starting to make some sense. Now, I can go for this. Previous movements to where they said, accept me as I am big, and you need to accept me. But that's not what they're saying. These ladies are saying something different. And I have a video, maybe about 2 minutes. Please watch it. Just watch it because there's more to it than, hey, accept me as I am. And then if you don't date me, then you're fat phobic and blah, 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 blah. No, this has none of those feminist agenda labels, dropping all these little things in there to make people's lives miserable, mostly men. True, true. Now, in this video, you're going to hear two ladies that are big. One lady with the blonde hair, she says that, she's feeling comfortable in her body, she's accepting her body. What she says is that there are some fat people that are big because there's a medical issue. Not because they eat themselves to that point, but there's a medical issue. Now, not saying that the food does not cause additional weight. No. But there's something underlying behind the weight. Here's the video.
I do agree that there is stigma that I have to deal with because I am fat, but I'm actually really in celebration of my body. I find beauty in diversity. I think we come in all shapes and sizes. And the assumption that we've dealt with a lot on this show is that just because you're obese, you must overeat. You must have an eating disorder. I know that not to be the case. I know you can have a healthy relationship.
Now, Mimi, you say this is misleading. Go have at it a little bit.
Well, I certainly think that we all want to feel good about ourselves. That's understandable. I don't think people should feel demeaned by their size. And I also couldn't agree more with the message of daily exercise. No matter what size you are, you'll certainly benefit from daily exercise. You can't be healthy without that. But then let's talk about where we disagree. Look, if you want to feel good about yourself, it's impossible to feel good about yourself when you're doing something that's self-destructive. Also, self-destructive behaviors that result in damage or debilitation or even disfigurement to the body, that's never going to be perceived as beautiful.
The thing is that I think that the Hayes approach, the health at every size approach, has been documented to work. And it's been documented to work year after year.
What do you mean work? What do you mean work? Because a health at every size is a lie. If you starve yourself into damage, that's unhealthy. Or if you eat yourself into damage, that's not healthy.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's just not. That's not true.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's like saying
about
that.
Weight
let's
being
say you were a smoker. Let's say you're a smoker and have black lungs, and you try to say that's healthy because you don't have cancer yet. We know that it is actually factual that obesity is dangerous, and it's connected to cancer, stroke, Alzheimer's. We even know it's connected to an increase in birth defects. So there's nothing left to debate.
Mimi?
It's not beautiful. It's not healthy.
I think you need to separate the idea of weight from healthy behavior. Yes. Now, I have students that when they come to me, when they start my class, they can barely walk from the car to my class. And over the course of a year, I'll take them from that point to working out 3+ hours
There's
per
your
week.
class now.
Right.
I mean, but that's a massive improvement. I mean,
Right.
that's no longer people with medical issues. Those are people you've taken and improved them.
But they haven't necessarily lost a lot of weight. Some of them have lost no weight, and they've had these medical improvements, and they've had these life improvements, these life freedom improvements, without losing weight.
Now, as you can see, I think both sides made a valid point. The woman, blonde-haired woman who was saying that she was, big and there was something underlying about it. It looked like that she wasn't doing enough about it, and that's why the doctor said that there was more to it than just her weight or her eating. There was a lack of exercise, and exercise is very important to weight loss. It's not the only thing, but it's important to it. The other lady pointed out that yes, she was big, she lost a lot of weight, and she does classes. It's 3 days a week, an hour per session. And she says that she gets people that are big, they have hard time moving, and she gets them moving. And I'm like, oh yeah, I like this. Now, the doctor did make a lot of points, but the doctor, in my opinion, was focusing too much on the social aspect of it, as far as people saying, yeah, I'm big and you have to accept me as I am. And being big does cause disfigurement to where you get so big to where your legs, your arms, your little turkey neck, they are issues. But I'm glad to see that they're bringing out the other part because some people have a circulation issue, a vein issue. And that's something that really needs to be looked at. Some people lose weight and they don't address the circulation because there's sometimes breakage in the legs, and to where your legs appear bigger than what they really are. They are big because there are breakages in the veins. It swells up your leg. So, based on all of that, what do you think? Now that you have seen everything, what I would like for you to do is to take that hand, your finger, like, subscribe. They're free. It helps the algorithm. And most of all, I really appreciate you for stopping by because you could be anywhere in the world where you are. You're everywhere in the world, but you could be doing anything, but instead you're watching me, and I appreciate that. And most definitely, thank you for stopping by.